And ladies and gentlemen, here we are, starting the first game. With me is Survivalist, TheViper, and Jordan. And let me just put you also in the camera, because I have you in the camera as well. Let me be professional. And I don't know if you know the maps, and if not, you're gonna know very, very soon. But do you think this kind of map it's good for? Oh, looks amazing. If this is a good map for Jordan to pick against the Viper, because I don't know what you think, but I really think that Viper and Jordan has similar styles, but just Viper being better.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I haven't quite been able to get in. I'm just having like a little error. It's not letting me into the game, but you know, I'll be able to give my thoughts once I'm in there.
Oh, and he's not gonna let you. You need a different beta patch, so you need to check in Discord. I forgot to tell you that, because they are playing in another patch. Let me give you the. I don't know if you see the code. If not, I give you in a moment.
Yeah, give me a link. I don't think I'm in any other Discord here.
Give me a second.
See, I was away for an entire month, so I'm out of the loop. I have no clue
I just remember now,
what's going on here.
The password, I forgot completely about that. Well, I thought that you were in the Discord, you know, but...
yeah.
This is the password. This is the password, so install the beta, and then in the meanwhile, I can ask you some questions. Like, for example, that doesn't have to be a lot about the maps. The map is enclosed. That is pretty much a land and flat map. But the civilizations are China and Mayans. I will say that China, I love, like, for me, it's one of the best civilizations, but playing always as a meso, it feels like Chinese has to make a perfect game for me, because Mayans are Mayans, man.
Yeah. Well, just having Eagle Warriors with 100 HP is just kind of insane. Like, Chinese can kind of deal with it, but without gunpowder and, you know, of course, no siege engineers, the Eagle Warriors can be a problem into the late game. So I think I favor Mayans in the late game here, but both civs have a really good economy. Oh,
man, and now I think he was going to go forward. But since he spotted him, he went back. So he changed his mind, but he wanted to surprise his opponent. Aye. Well, let's see what he's going to be. Now he's gonna go. Just let me know when you are in, Mr. Survivalist, and then we keep going with the casting. For now, I will keep going solo, and when you are in the game, we keep going, because if not, right, it's kind of impossible. So
yeah, it won't take me too long. I think it's just downloading. I've got your stream up, so I can kind of see, but I'm a few seconds behind. So
remember to check your mods, okay?
Oh, yeah, true.
Remember to check your mods. Anyway, you can see how Jordan is exploring. And remember one thing very important. Yesterday, the Viper lost 3-0 against Velez. When you listen that, what do you think about that? 3-0 against Velez, the Viper. What happened, Survivalist?
Yeah, I saw that at the end of the day there, and it was like, whoa, I was very surprised. So, yeah, I mean, I couldn't have really expected that, actually, from the Viper, I guess. But, you know, Velez is top-level player, so it kind of makes sense. It can happen.
It can happen. Also, like, Nico versus the damn AZCM, man. 3-0, what the hell. And now we see archery range for Jordan with the Mayans. 3 bullets on goal. He has 3 bullets on berries as well. He has to wall this area, okay. And both with archery ranges, going a standard approach. I have the feeling that this is gonna be a really macro game, and probably with a lot of market abuse. I've been talking these days, I don't know what you think as a player as well. Should be the market address, or you think the market is fine like it is? Because I feel like so many players just don't macro as good as others, but then you put 10 villages on goal, you know what I mean, in quote, 10 villages on goal, and then that's it.
Yeah, I think that the market in feudal age is maybe a little bit strong. I don't know how they can fix it without affecting like other modes and custom scenarios or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I think the market in feudal age is just a little bit too strong. Maybe they could reduce the trade rate or something.
More taxes.
Castle Age, I don't know. Yeah, more taxes, and then maybe it goes down in Castle Age automatically. I don't know. But yeah, it's like, yeah, as you said, you don't really need to macro properly, because you just rely on the market to get up to Castle Age later on. And yeah, hit that crossbow time, and it's very strong.
That's very crazy. Are you in the game?
So anyways, I'm in the game. Yeah. So I'm just fast-forwarding.
You are strong, man. You are strong. Okay. Well, the map, you consider this, that I always talk with the viewers, like, the maps are aggressive or defensive. Don't you think that the maps is more about the player's gameplay in many cases? Like,
Yeah, well, some maps are going to be more aggressive and some maps are going to be easier to play defensive. But yeah, some players are better at playing aggressive and some players are better at playing defensive. So, you know, when you get a map where it's a defensive map and then also the player is good at defending, then it's going to be a good time. Or if it's an aggressive map and the player is good at aggro, then it's also going to be a good time for that player. But yeah, I mean, enclosed is always going to be somewhat aggressive because you can't fully wall. So we're kind of seeing that, but Eagle Scouts in the Feudal Age, not really the strongest unit here.
I'm smiling here, survivalists, and some viewers will see because they see your camera and my camera. Because when I said more taxes, someone in the chat was telling more taxes, never more taxes, you know, spamming like they were going crazy. They don't want taxes at all, you know, which is make a good point, you know, make a good point here because taxes should be eliminated. I agree. No taxes, okay? No taxes. Anyway, we're gonna focus now. Look at this. Archie range, Blastbeat. Viper wall completely in this kind of path, but fletching already for the Viper, but already with the +1 for the Eagles. I mean,
yeah.
Go. But in this approach,
getting armor on the Eagle's kind of nice, actually. He's committing a lot, but that still doesn't change the fact that Eagles are kind of slow in this age, and the archers will be able to kite them back.
Yeah, but the thing with the Mayans is that since they have cheaper archers and resources last longer, great civilization, what you need, and you only need to make, I always say this, you only need to make 1 barrack and 1 archer range, and you have 3 kind of army. Eagles, spears, or 4, archers and a spear. And spears as well, skirmishes. Well, to counter that, you need to make probably archery range and a stable, and of course the barrack as well to have some, you know, from China. So Mayas is so dangerous. He did even a second barrack. How do you feel about that?
Well, he is going full Eagles, so
what?
It does make sense. And a third, no, that's the second range.
Dual,
so yeah,
dual
it's gonna be just full military in the Feudal Age because you can pretty much always get some kind of damage done because yeah, the map can't be walled. So both players forced to make a lot of military here, otherwise they're gonna die. So yeah, adding that second barracks, adding the second range, it makes a lot of sense here. Just going full aggression. This should be, it's gonna be difficult for Viper to defend against this.
I mean, how you gonna, I mean, it started to be too many units. You know, China economy is great, but I don't know. And the cities are so important for the tournament because both lost yesterday by the same score, 3-0. Imagine that happening now, another 3-0 for any of these players today. With a Swiss system, they are gonna be so behind already in the tournament.
Yeah, that would be a pretty big disaster. So, yeah, anyways, it really looks like, yeah, I guess Jordan's not really going to be able to break in here. Viper does have enough units. The defender's advantage is real. Basically, your units come out at your own base, so you can more easily reinforce closer to your own base, so it is a little bit harder to attack. And a lot of these Eagles are pretty weak. Jordan going to have to fall back. Now, we are getting close to clicking up to the castle age for both players. Neither player is going like full military production out of all of their production facilities. We're seeing Viper's going to go into crossbowmen, and Jordan, he is kind of making both. He could go either, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see if he commits on crossbowmen.
Want to see Bruce maybe for the Mayans? Because I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing the market, he's going to sell the stone to try to go up.
Yeah, adding TCs on this map is a little bit risky because it's like if the positions are fairly close, which they aren't super far away. Then yeah, if you add TCs, then the opponent just makes more military, and then you kind of die. Especially against like in an Eagle matchup, the Mayans player can go full Eagles, so you don't really want to TC against that because Eagles can run under the TCs, and yeah, so I think we're gonna see TCs, or no TCs from both players, at least in the initial stages of Castle Age. Both players going up at around the same time. Viper's up just a little faster. Yeah,
but and obviously Jordan is not gonna make it. He sold the stone, so Viper is in a bit better position. But look what we were talking. He has so many villains on goal. Actually, more villains on goal than farmers. It's true that the Mayans do not need that much food because it's not the same to make Eagles 20 food while the Scout are 80, but double stable and double arching range. So, what combination you prefer here? Of course, it depends a lot about the numbers, but with double stable and double arching range, Knight and Crossbow sounds like a very solid army composition, and even more if you are 30 seconds up faster, because if you are behind, then the Mayans get the initiative, but if you are ahead and you can mass the numbers before your opponent, then Chinese probably could be in an okay position, or still Mayans, it's more dangerous.
I mean, the Crossbowman Knight composition is probably the best composition in the game out of generic units, but it is hard to get there. So I think, well, Viper's gonna try for it, and yeah, sometimes if you invest into 2 different unit types, it's not the greatest, but he figures that he wants to trade out these archers for the other archers. So that's kind of a good play. Like, if Viper wants to go Knights, he wants to trade 1-for-1 with his archers against the Mayans to reduce those crossbow numbers so that the Knights can come in and dominate. But, you know, against Jordan here, it's going to be a little bit hard to get that micro happening here. We're seeing Bodkin Arrow coming in. No crossbowman upgrade yet. Now, crossbowman upgrade is usually the priority because it makes your archers train faster. So we'll see. There's the crossbowman upgrade, and well, we're seeing 1 knight queued, but of course you don't have enough gold to make crossbowman and knights. Now Viper is making honestly, a TC.
Exactly, I was about to mention this. This looks like, I know that China is a great economy, he's not getting raided, but looks like double archery range, double stable, crossbow, Bodkin, is too much of investment. He's gonna be able to produce army, because right now you got double stable, but basically you have only 1 knight in the queue. As you mentioned, archers are coming. It feels too much army for me. I mean, too much investment, like, I don't know. And also now university, so he's gonna go ballistic, double TC. I mean, you have resources for all this?
Yeah, I don't think so. It just seems like Viper's trying to do too many things with too little resources. Yeah, he's Chinese. He's even getting Bowsaw here, so he
canceled.
Yeah, he canceled because he knows he doesn't have enough.
Yeah.
Like, he stopped full military production because he just can't produce because he's trying to get this TC going. Now, he did build the TC with 1 villager, which makes it come up basically half as fast as if you use 4 villagers. So his plan was to eventually go to economy while he affords the upgrade. So I see what he did here. It's not like he rushed the TC up like we normally do. He just gets it kind of for the future. So I do kind of like how he played that.
Or to protect a little bit of the goal, right? Is to protect the goal.
But he wanted to build the TC a little bit later, so he used only 1 vil, because if he gets it later, then later he has enough food to keep it running. But if he gets it too fast, then he can't keep it running. So, yeah, I kind of like what he did there.
Yeah, but now let's see the micro. He's trying to dance with that archer, but as we can see, this is so many archers from Jordan, but so many for the Viper, both with the same upgrades. Yes, ballistic for both. Micro gonna be really important here, because, well, if you have a bad micro, snowball kind of the game. But honestly, in a Mayans, I mean, fighting archers against Mayans shouldn't be great, but the KD is much better for the Viper. If you check right now, 29-18, there's a couple of knights being annoying here. The Viper has killed 6 villains to Jordan. I missed that. Those knights, click those knights. They have killed 5 villains already, probably in the stone, and Jordan has fallen behind a lot right now, Mr. Survivalist, with this rating.
Yeah, just those 2 knights collectively killed 6 units. I think 5 were villagers, 1 was an eagle. But this hill is really good for Jordan, so I don't think Viper can ever push up this hill against Jordan unless he brings siege. But that said, Viper doesn't really care too much about pushing here. He's adding a 3rd TC, and Jordan has to buy stone to get his 3rd TC if he wants to do that. Jordan's going to slowly get behind in the economy just because, of course, he has less TCs. So what Jordan is going to do, he's going to have to go for a, well, 2 TC push at this point. So he added another range, adding the monastery. So I think what we're going to be seeing is Jordan just making a ton of crossbowmen and then trying to push. But, of course, just 3 ranges is still not really enough, so he's going to have some gold problems here, and I think Jordan's going to really start to struggle from this point. Viper's starting to get really far ahead into the economy.
He has 5 billions on gold only. I mean, they are cheaper, but they are not free, you know? The archers are not free archers, you know? And he's trying to do is doing now the mill. What I really think, and according to the commentary you were doing, if he's doing now extra tone sentence Jordan, then he's dead. Because he has to do something. I mean, what it scares me from the Mayans is when you are going really, really aggressive and you are pushing. But if the Viper is having economy advantage and Viper is just going with this smooth game, never getting attack at home, you don't win the Viper like this. I mean, we saw yesterday, you probably couldn't see the games, and I don't know if you watch it, but the Viper got problems against Velese because Velese was getting the initiative, was going more aggressive, and the Viper couldn't get his economy going. You let the Viper get the economy going, which is happening right now, and you're dead. And now, look, Siege Workshop even. So, 3TC, Siege Workshop, more army, Temple is more. I have the feeling that this is gonna be, I don't know, but if Jordan don't change his gameplay, he's not gonna do anything to the Snake, honestly.
Exactly. You can't go 2 TC defense against 3 TCs. It just doesn't really make any sense. So... yeah, Jordan just not prioritized getting that 3rd TC down. It's going to make him really slow. And Jordan mining stone now, but it's kind of too little too late. The Siege Workshop's going to come down. Once the Mangonels start rolling, then Viper's going to be able to continue the pressure. Unless Viper like loses all of his army for free, but both players just sweaty micro nerds with the crossbowman dancing in front there, not letting either aggressor really push. So,
but survival
once the Mangonel's out, it's going to change things, though.
In this situation, why he's not going through the right side with 5-6 archers? I mean, if you have to go all around, you need to create some chaos. Like, try to raid a little bit. He's still in the game, in this hill, for the whole game. He's not even trying to sneak some archers. Don't you have to do something? And now he's doing another town center in the back. In my opinion, he's dead completely at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be really slow, so it really comes down to if he can take a good fight against Viper's army. Viper getting Thumb Ring right now, though, so with Thumb Ring, that potentially could make him think about pushing up this hill. Well, with the Mangonel as well. He's going to wait for the Mangonel. Coming in, good micro by Jordan with the dancers, but it's not going to be enough against this Mangonel, I fear.
Yeah, and you can see he's also
coming in from the back. Or
yeah,
scout
exactly. Well, that doesn't matter. He's sniping the monks, you know, and he's distracting. And that micro that was looking amazing is not that amazing anymore, exactly because of those scouts distracting. You notice, like, this is why I was asking you, hey, survivalists, just go around, go from this area, try to go from the right, and just look, he has village on goal, also taking a relic. Just do something. It's over. Look at the population. It's total domination.
Yeah, Viper just playing this pretty solid, and Viper playing a lot more standard, just get up to the 3 TCs eventually, and we kind of expected maybe some Eagle play in the mid game from Jordan. It probably would have been good, and I think Viper was expecting that too with the Knight upgrades. Viper got Bloodlines and Armor for like 2 Knights, which... I mean, he kept the Knight open, or the Knight option open against Eagles, but the Eagles never came, and that's why he invested so much into Knights without actually really making too many. Now, Jordan just found this gold in his back corner. I think if he had found that earlier, maybe he would have had a better idea for 30C, but game's over.
I mean, when this kind of gameplay happen, you get kind of speechless because honestly, it's a destruction.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you say?
It's a warm-up game. It's a warm-up game. It's fine. It's
but it's not a best of 7 cities, you know. You get another warm-up game and survivalist, and there's nothing else, you know. There's really nothing else. Well, I'm gonna show the statistics here. Military 88.55, economy. Well, it's really a big difference. 20 is more. I don't know. It feels like. I don't know. I don't know if you remember the times where the Viper and Jordan were fighting for the first spot, let's say in the AoE 2. But Jordan has been back for really so long, and it's true that sometimes he's doing some incredible cities, but he's not finishing to get there. You know what I mean? Like, he's not there anymore. Like,
well, I think that other players have really
improved
come and upped their game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, like even ACCM, Nikov, like we're seeing other players competing with the best, so it really just shows how good the pro scene is right now. If there's not really an undisputable best player in the game, like maybe there's a top 5, but even those top 5 can be beaten by any of the top 10. So yeah, it's great that we get to see such even games.
Some people is asking that if Nili has rented a place. It's not apartment. I mean, they didn't change the name of NAC. you know, but it's in the Gamer Legion house, you know. And now we're gonna have a Frigid Lake map. What is gonna be in Frigid Lake? I always put the glasses when I am with you, you know. I put the glasses because we need to be a real duo, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But you know what happened? I don't see anything with these glasses. I don't know how yours are, but this is mine are too dark.
Yeah,
really
too
too dark.
Yeah,
Way
mine
too dark,
have like
man.
a blue tint. They're fine.
Okay.
So
it's
they're
fake?
a little
You're
bit
talking-
prescription as well. They're easy
Okay.
to see. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. They're not actually sunglasses. They just like look like sunglasses.
So it's to protect your eyes for the monitor?
Yeah, just a little bit. Like it just makes it less blurry, and yeah. So
I want those, man. You have to give me the intensity, the level of those blue tints because I need to get some before I get blind, man.
Yeah,
Seriously,
well, you gotta
with so many hours.
you gotta go to the eye doctor and get them to check you out, right?
Yeah. Game number 2. We are already there.
number 2.
Frigid Lake. TheViper with Japanese. Jordan with Khmer. You know, this map, I don't know if you have seen many games in this one, but I feel like this map, it's kinda so important, the middle. I don't know why it became that crucial, because when one of the players lose the water quite fast, it seems that the economy advantage they get is almost impossible to stop.
Yeah, well, in this game, like fish is already a very fast food source. Add to the fact that you're making fishing ships from basically a second economic building, so it's kind of like having a second TC. It's just super strong. It's like if you have the Kuban boost with any civ, almost, if there's fish. So it just demonstrates the importance of taking the center. And yeah, there's not that much fish, but it still is enough to gain a little bit of an advantage. So just being able to have that little bit extra food income, it can lead to a little bit more military. And well, 4 archers will beat 3 archers. You know, that same concept applies to a lot of situations. And so just those slight advantages, these pros can really exploit those things.
Even more if it's with civilization like Persians, in this case Japanese, that the dogs are working faster as well, the crazy tanky fish that they have. Also, let's remind to the viewers that you have, guys, this the area close to the town center, that you cannot make any farmers there. So it puts you survivalists in a position that if you lose the fish, you will have to make farms farther from the TC and also very exposed. So you are even in a more risk to get damage at home.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a good point. It's like a double whammy. If you lose the fish, your opponent has the better food economy, and then also your farms are exposed. So it's so hard to defend on this map. Now, Viper does have a pretty nice map to defend, though. If he really wants to wall, he has back gold, the back berries to fall back on. So really not the worst. Whereas compare that to Jordan's map, it's like there's the small gold in the back, but the berries are kind of exposed. The main gold's forward. The stone's super exposed. So yeah, I think Viper has the better map here.
Viper, survival, Viper got to what many people has been talking for so many years, a Viper map, right? It got a Viper map. Oh my god. Okay. Well, up to few village for Jordan. Faster, much faster for what this map it is. So being that fast up, he might have a good chance to probably take the water. If it wasn't Japanese, because those fishes are so tanky, it's 50 seconds. And how long it take one galley to appear? I'm sure that you know, because you know a lot of this data.
Galleys, do they train in 60 seconds? No, it's a
How
little
many?
faster than that. See, I don't play water maps.
More
so
like, I know. Sorry, I
Yeah.
put you on purpose in this situation.
Yeah, you know, water's not my forte, but all I know is that War Galley upgrade makes them train way faster, so it's a good upgrade to get. But yeah, the galleys themselves, it's like 50 or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it
Do
60?
you love the galleys as much as I do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably, right? I mean, I can't deal with the water, man. I mean, I'm trying this game for so long, but I really can't deal. Anyway, he has 2 dogs. The problem here in survival is that you go up faster, but you go 1 dog only. So what's happening?
Well, he had no res to make another dock. Just, I don't know, just for whatever reason, he didn't have enough wood. And maybe he's going to get one now. Like, Jordan is floating enough for another... No, he's going to go for a range. Okay, so yeah, he wants to pressure on the water and then go for archer. So while while Viper maybe over-invests onto the water, Jordan wants to hit with some archers at the wood line. And yeah, we'll see if it pays off. Viper is going to scout it with the scout, very likely.
Well, the thing is, this is why it's so important, the exploration. What he's trying to see if he's gonna be able to find the second dock. Because if he sees that there's not a second dock, he's gonna start to smell that he's gonna come with the military. Remember that you don't have to make a barrack or any other buildings to make the archery range, as you have seen. And now he's there with the fire galley. So, not gonna take anything. Those fishing ships that we were talking, they are so tanky. But the Viper still didn't explore the archery range. As soon as he does, but he's doing the barrack already. He smelled the land aggression. But maybe he doesn't know. Oh, he doesn't know if he's gonna come with archers yet or a scout. So if he's doing a spear right away, well, he cannot make a spear. Look at the food for the Viper in the bank. He has nothing right now.
Yeah.
No resources.
Only three on food. Well, 7. Wait, 7 on food. I don't know. He doesn't have very much food left. He has that 1 sheep, so he's gonna be able to maintain villager production for a little while. But yeah, Viper's gonna have to add some more fish potentially, which he has enough res for.
Take the food for Jordan. Look his food, what it is. 11 on berries, man. What the hell?
Well, he wants to get enough for fletching, so you know, he kind of has to do that. I would expect him to add another blacksmith next. Now, nice repairs in the center by Jordan. He's going to take a pretty good fight here, although you can't quite out repair a single fire galley, so it's close. Really
he's gonna lose it at the end. So at the end, he's not worthy.
With the micro.
Well, he move it.
Yeah.
He did it with the micro. He need to send another, and now with 2, he's gonna take it. Nah, he's gonna lose it now. But he's spending so much resources. Archers at the back of the Viper base, but Viper wallet, mill, palisade gate. He has already the archery range, and that's the thing. Viper has already the water. He has already few skirmishes. He has walled the map as you were talking, and this looks again. Big advantage for the snake.
Yeah, well, both wood lines are going to get denied here, though. So both wood lines having archers on them. And at the moment, Viper doesn't have any units out to defend. So, well, there's 1 archer, but there is a scout. And, yeah, so Viper is just going to try and work away at the wood lines, even though there's archers on them. And, yeah, I think that Jordan definitely is at a disadvantage here, but the game is far from over.
Yeah, it is far. Also, he has good amount of food. I don't know if he's going to be starting to make some farmers now, Jordan. The problem in the survival is this. He doesn't have a single farm yet. The berries are not last forever there for Jordan. The fact is that he's going to run out of berries very soon. And those fishing ships already are giving a crazy extra food for the Viper. Crazy extra food, as you can see. So
yeah,
it is so difficult, man.
Yeah, this is true. Well, we'll see if Jordan can deny these wood lines for longer. There's 1 area in the north of Viper's base where he can take wood. Other than that, all of the other wood lines are going to get denied here by the archers on the outside. Jordan just having more archers at the moment means that Viper's kind of never going to be able to fight the archers, or at least for a while. Now,
it's a lot of archers, man. 7 archers, actually. It's a lot.
Yeah,
you're right, man.
It's hard. It's really hard to fight. And Jordan making more fire galleys from 1 dock. And so he hasn't given up on water. He wants to keep Viper investing his wood into fire galleys, which will make it so that it's harder to defend against the archers. Now, Jordan making a bit of a mistake going past the TC here. Not
almost.
too bad, though. Little bit, yeah. Well, on this map, as you said, you can't build farm around the TC. So usually there's no villagers under the TC. So you can just run past. And Jordan taking a sick fight here. Look at the micro.
Yeah.
Well.
The problem is that he has 1 or 2 skirmishes, and that's really helping too. Now he's getting some good battle. Now the Viper is kind of stabilized. He has 6 archers, 2 archers, and 1 skirmisher. The scout's still alive, which is annoying. That's why he needs to micro. He has the hill here, and we're gonna see a good example of what we were talking. If the Viper keep the water control, which I'm not sure, because look at the amount of galleys now for Jordan. He's gonna lose the water, the Viper. Aye. Well, he's gonna lose the water, and you can't lose the water with Japan and when you have 2 dogs. Oh my god. This is gonna be terrible, survivalist. And if you lose the water like this, the game kinda snowball. I mean, if you see now that he has more population, he's gonna lose a lot.
Yep, and all of the Viper's army is dead, and now there's going to be archers denying both wood lines. So all the center is going to be gone. Well, maybe. Viper is making more fire galleys, so maybe he'll be okay. But
oh man, look what he did. He put the fishy ship in front, in between, and now Jordan didn't notice. Aye. He saved it completely when he didn't have HP on the... Look, he's doing it again. And Jordan do not notice again. And now, see, he has 2 dogs. Come on.
Oh, but demos are in.
Yeah.
Demos are in on both sides.
But for both.
Let's see the bada boom.
But for both, nah, it was a bad one. It was a bad one. He's gonna take now the bada boom. The Viper, he took it, man. He's gonna take now both galleys. And now it's gonna happen what we were talking in the first game, survivalist. Market for the Viper and look at the resources.
Yeah, he's just gonna go up. Yeah, this map was so good for Viper, just having the back berries back gold. He was able to fall back even though he was getting attacked by archers. And, well, Jordan's economy is pretty exposed. So if Viper ever gets units over to the other side of the map, it's going to be a disaster for Jordan.
Yeah, well, you can see, guys. You can see the economy right now. The Viper is doing the market. He's going to buy the food. Ladies and gentlemen, without... This is the problem here. Viper is unable to attack and just defending a little bit and getting the water survivalist. It's a perfect example of what this map it became. I think they should probably remove a little bit of the fish because it makes that the water in the middle is so crucial when it's basically, what, 20% of the map, 15%? The rest is all land. And now, because of this water, Viper is so ahead.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could make the TCs a little further from the edge so that it's not as easy to wall sometimes. Like, Viper really got an amazing base. Like, he's just tucked in the side there, easy walls. And you compare it to Jordan's map. If both maps were like Jordan's map, well, the archers are going to do damage, right? So I think it's really just stemming from the fact that Viper got an insane map. Yeah,
that's a good point. That's definitely a good point. And now the galleys, okay, is still alive. He's repairing.
Walking with the villager. I don't know about that.
But there's a demo coming for both players right now. Demo from yellow, demo from blue. Let's see if they're going to fight. Ooh, look at that demo. Bam. They're trading, but he's still 2 dogs. He's fine. And now what is the following? Because I wonder what is Jordan going to think when he sees that Viper is in 30 seconds in castle. Jordan is gonna think like, come on, not again. You know, like, seriously.
It's just gonna be like knights or something, or maybe he's just gonna go crossbowman.
Or boom.
Like Viper can do anything. Yeah, I don't think he needs the boom. Like, he's so far ahead.
But he's a boomer.
Yeah, I guess.
He's a boomer, man.
We'll see. He has all the wood, so it does make me think that he is gonna just add TCs here. But well, you know, Viper could end it here pretty easily, I think.
He's doing the Bodkin arrow. He's losing the water. Yeah, but well, now Jordan is going to castle it. I mean, I like it that, to be fair, the Viper does have a lot, but with the army he has now, being Krobus and Bodkin, he doesn't need more. With only that army, he just killed Jordan army now. And not only Jordan army, he might kill villages if he micro properly, of course. If he micro properly with this army, with Bodkin and crossbows, he might kill everything. Or not.
Yeah, well, Bodkin arrow and crossbowman, it just beats kind of every unit in Feudal Age. There's not really a counter to it unless you have mass scouts. And, well, with good micro, the skirmishers aren't going to be enough here. All that Jordan can do is buy time. He's going to buy time for this tower. If this tower can go up, it'll protect him until he gets to Castle Age. But another villager is going to... Oh, wait, no, Khmer. He can garrison the...
Khmer houses. Nice.
Yeah, he garrisoned. That's good micro. Down 1 villager, though. 1 villager did die, so... okay aggression from Viper, but as you said, just the boom follow-up to this aggression, it's pretty strong. It's super hard for Jordan to really do any counter damage, but Jordan is going to have to go for some kind of all-in here, so we'll see maybe some stables. Like, what is he going to do? Yeah, he really has to make something happen, just like in the previous game. He needed to make something happen. Again, Jordan needs to make something happen here. He's just making.
But don't you think, Survival, don't you think that he's over invested on water right now? Jordan is still with so many galleys there, while he's still behind. He's going with the archers. Now he has 2 tone centers, the Viper. It's true that he has a lot of farms and he's Khmer, Siege War Shop, but he's not gonna counter anything like this. It's a similar game to the previous one, you know, like Viper keep trying to attack. He's not doing so much damage because he's still, well, countering. Now a Monastery, Siege War Shop.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like,
yeah, Jordan is just defending a lower economy. So if you're playing defensive against a player who's booming, that's the opposite of what is good. So yeah, we're gonna see Jordan getting a little bit far behind, but maybe he's gonna turn the Scorpion production into aggression. Maybe he's gonna go forward with them after he makes a few of them. Now, yeah, the water fight is still going on, which is kind of crazy.
But Survival is, he's doing now boom. TCs, man, instead of trying to really go in aggressive with a lot of farms he has, he could try to go, I don't know, man, like Knights and some Scorpions, I mean something, but he has no stable. So he's gonna boom again when his opponent recover the water completely, going more fishing ships again. He has 3 tone centers. If you are 2-3 minutes behind, you are as a pro player, if you are 2-3 minutes behind into Castlage, you can't boom. You need to make some damage and then boom after. But if you go to boom now, you are behind already.
Agreed. I think that you got to do some 1 TC pressure for a while, and if you feel like you can't pressure anymore, then it's the time to boom. But yeah, at this point, Viper is just gonna chill. He's just ahead in the boom, and he's not gonna get pressured at all. So yeah, Viper's super happy with this. He's gonna be going for stone. By the time that Jordan's able to pressure, Viper's gonna have a castle on a hill somewhere that's gonna protect everything. And yeah, I mean, Jordan's gonna come forward with 4 skirmishers. That's not really gonna do anything.
Well, they are with Botkin. Come on, Survivalists. They're with Botkin, man. With Botkin, I mean, those skirmishes, I will put his point of view. They are, wow, oh my god. 30C, it's true that maybe he's thinking that in late game, the mobility in a map like this with Khmer farms can't do the job. I mean, I don't know, but they're still coming. Look at behind now in the south. Crossbows, he's denying the TC. He's even having a knight with few units, with really few units, not so many units. The Viper is doing more damage, you know? And then he's creating chaos, Survivalist.
Yeah, he has exactly what he needs here, although this monk will push this army back, because obviously, well, it really depends on... Yeah, actually, the monk can't really stand still to get the conversions if the crossbow is here.
Gonna kill it.
So, yeah, exactly. And I think Jordan will GG, honestly. Like, this is like game-ending damage right here. Because...
This I have to be...
denied.
I have to be always honest, you know? This is a little bit disappointed. Like...
Well...
I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, you expect something else, right? Like, come on, man, you're playing against... And the thing is, they are teammates. It's disappointing because he knows exactly how the Viper gameplay it is. And if you play like this against the Viper, you have 0 chances.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about the Viper is that even if you know it's coming, it's hard to stop.
Yeah,
even
that's
if
true.
you know exactly what he's gonna do. Yeah, the TC location, Jordan didn't have that gold scouted. I'm sure if he had the gold scouted, he would have placed it on the gold in the wood. But yeah, placing the TC in he didn't have scouting of the map, and he places the TC in not the optimal location. And Viper is gonna be able to make a castle anytime. He's got 19 on stone with a ton of stone in the bank. We'll see where he decides to place it.
He got it. Yeah. Well, he has 1,000 in stone. He doesn't care. He's doing more boom. More TC is more boom.
Yeah, why not?
Crazy. Yeah. 5 TCs, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Viper really needs to adjust his stone miners, though. Like, this is a little excessive.
Yeah, he has so many, 22. Well, maybe he wants to make a castle defensive and a castle forward. He's now doing 1 castle on the left in top of that mini hill he has. He has 30 farmers already. 30 farmers also for Jordan. 14 villages more. But the timing and the Imperial Age time, well, look at the beauty of Khmer. I mean, you see that food going and you think like, man, this is a cheater, man. The devs has to do something. Look at the food count for Jordan. I mean, seriously.
It is only slightly faster than normal. It's just that it goes up like one by
Crazy.
one. It just looks really fast. So,
yeah.
But yeah, Jordan, what is he gonna get if he goes up though? Like, what is he set up to do? Is he gonna go skirmishers. Like, he's making skirmishers, and he's
Yeah.
floating resources for Imp. But what does Imp even get him here?
The thing is, when you are Chimera and you are against Japan, don't you feel that you have to go really for a castle age aggression? Because in late game, I prefer Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese should be pretty good. And are we gonna see Samurai? Are we? Is
Well,
Viper Master DC
whatever.
here? Like, what? Why did he just get the scale mail armor?
We can see whatever. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe he's just... I mean, I think Viper Plebe is a little bit confused. Nothing is happening in the game. Super passive game now. And maybe he's thinking that he's going to come with aggression. But Jordan, after this passive game that we were talking, is on the way to Imperial. But on the way to Imperial with 20 villains behind, not having map control, not a castle. He's going to go... He's going to go Arbalest. Okay. But the Viper is getting... all the map. Go.
Yeah, Arbalest is the only thing that makes sense for Jordan, but is it really good? I'm not sure. Like, and Jordan is still just making skirmishers. So honestly, like, is he going Arb or is he going skirmisher? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
Getting him.
Yeah, but the Viper,
university.
the Viper only need survival. The Viper, in my opinion, only need to stop doing this for 30 seconds and he go up to Imperial.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
And yeah, we're seeing some samurai coming in. We're seeing the well, I don't think Viper really cares about losing these units on the frontier. He was able to make some samurai, and the samurai are gonna kill these scorpions. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, he killed it, man. He actually killed it, so he's not really losing. And the skirmishes don't do anything against the samurai. Look, they just don't do anything. And it's only +1. Imagine +4. Okay, the TC is doing the job. But Castle on the right, he's on the way to Imperial. And he's on the way to Imperial right now with almost 30 villages more. He's still also raiding the farmers a little bit. And population is 30 population more. Score difference is over 1K. Oh boy. And
Jordan is going
goal.
Imperial Age 4 skirmishers, and Jordan hoping that Viper is just gonna go crossbowman into Arbs, but that's not the case. He's going Samurai.
He's going Samurai, man.
So yeah, it's gonna be Samurai versus skirmisher, and the Samurai. That's one matchup they can actually win.
The survival is, if you, why you go Imperial? Imagine if he spent all those resources to go, I don't know, full aggression, full knights or siege, something. Because right now, well, I don't understand. He's doing now, he's in Imperial, he's doing the armor for the skirmishers, doing the bloodlines. Now he has 22 villages on goal, but he has no map control. He has right now double stable only and 3 archery ranges. What the hell you can achieve here?
Yeah, Jordan's still not with the most coherent strategy here. Getting upgrades for skirmishers, getting upgrades for cavalry. It's like he wants to do too many things, but none of those things are going to help against the samurai here. And castle versus castle.
Romantic.
Jordan not able to make any trebs because he doesn't have a castle. And, well, Viper's castle will probably go up here. And
even
that's gonna be a
faster, man.
problem.
Wow.
Yep.
Why you don't send more villages, man? And now the castle is up. It's completely over. Survivalist. This game is full GG. He has ballistic also. He's gonna kill more villages as well. Doesn't matter. I know that he's in Imperial. He's doing petards. The Viper feels that he's that ahead that he with petards is enough to kill that castle. Sending summers, and now he's gonna be in Imperial. He's doing the masonry. And well, Viper lost yesterday 3-0, but definitely today, since he felt that yesterday was a really big down, is playing completely different. Obviously, the opponent also matters as well, and he's playing different than Velez did, because Velez played a lot more aggressive. But now Jordan, I mean, I'm waiting that Jordan make attacks. I mean, he started with the archers raiding the woodlands, but after that, never attack anymore.
Yeah, it's like his strategy. He had an opening, but he didn't have any kind of idea for how he wanted to follow up. I guess, as you were saying, like, this game does usually end early, so maybe people aren't as good at playing it into the later stages of the game. But yeah, we're seeing crossbowman upgrade come in right now. But well, you know, Japanese can go crossbowman as well. It's not like they are hopeless against it. And with Umbring, exactly. So it's even better. But yeah, we're seeing some cavalry archers. Cavalry Archer Samurai, that's quite the composition. I don't think I've ever actually seen that composition.
Well, that composition definitely is gonna dominate for sure the Khmer. Now he can send villages to defend that castle, the castle that was forward is down. Now he's doing the hand card. All the others. 100 survivalist viewers, everyone in the channel. 141 villains for the Viper. I mean, he's just booming like if he was playing whatever, you know. So relaxed, and when he has this amount of villains and this boom, you don't see Viper losing many games with this kind of economy going. Honestly, it's historically about his gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jordan still doesn't really have any real military here, and by the time that he gets out enough skirmishers and crossbowmen to kill samurai, it's like there's going to be other things from the Viper. Viper's going to be able to push with these trebuchets even. Like, did he get Catapulto? No, he didn't get it yet.
Catapulto. Oh yeah. Well, I love that upgrade is made like elite samurais, man. It's impossible. I mean, elite samurais. We don't see also elite samurais super often in the top level gameplay because it's hard to really get there. Usually the games are finished earlier than that. But now elite samurais will happen, and elite samurais with the +4 armor, they will eat the army Jordan has. But also, just look at the map. If we put the Viper point of view, he has all the map, like 80% survivalist, pretty much.
Exactly. Well, Viper has control of pretty much all of the mines as well. Like, there's the small gold mine in the back. There's the main gold is running out for Jordan. But, you know, controlling that side gold with those trebuchets and the castle means that, yeah, Jordan, he's just not going to have enough gold for anything. And without gold units, you can't beat samurai. Like, you actually need gold units to kill samurai. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But I think Jordan is going to tap out here pretty soon, maybe once this castle goes down.
Well, he's trying to repair forever. He's in conscription there. He still have some gold in the bank. He's sending some samurais. He's boom. And like some people say also in the chat, he can't the Viper over boom. Well, you can always delete villains, right? I don't remember, but I have seen some players. Hey, it's better to have more villains than less than you need, right? You can always delete them. The problem is that sometimes that give you, you know, that don't have the time and the momentum and make that you are going to be up to Imperial later, but that's not the case. Viper has the full control. He's 200 population. He's ready also with Cav archers inside, and now it's true that he lost the 2 traps and he might lose even that castle. Well, Jordan is a fighter. Keep playing, and now he's gonna have Arbalest, which is nice, but he has 0 economy survivalist. 0, really.
Yeah. Viper, he's just gonna make skirmishers just to kill the ARBs, and once the skirmishers are out, the ARBs are not gonna do anything. So, yeah, I mean, Viper kind of playing with his food here a little bit, like going for the weird cavalry archers, kind of making samurai, but not really fully committing. So, you know, Viper knows that it's his game, so he's just trying to make some action for us here with the samurai.
Yeah. Deco KD is talked by itself, 55, to speak by itself, 55, 11, like he's taking all, and now with the Summers will kill the traps, probably, +4 attack. He's doing cannon galleons on the water. Galleons on the
Why
water.
Not?
Well,
yeah.
GG, man. GG, and seriously, we have seen many times, he feels, we can see in the cameras that he feels kinda sad, serious, but he has to change something on the gameplay. I don't know what you think, but something has to be changed on the gameplay because like this, it's not working in survivalist, honestly. Not against the Viper.
Yeah.
Maybe against other players. Well, it didn't work yesterday also for Jordan against Leary. And it was very similar, to be honest.
Yeah,
too passive.
Just the strategy is too passive from Jordan. Like, the passive play is good when you're ahead, but when you're behind, you can't play passive. You got to be the aggressor. Even if it may be the matchup you'd rather play late, sometimes you still have to go all in when you get behind in Feudal Age. And yeah, just Jordan maybe not having the greatest of days today. I don't know if he ate a good dinner or something, or maybe not. I don't know. So, you know, that can change everything as well. Just, you know, just your nutrition, right?
It matters. It matters to have a good day, a good night. Also for playing at the level in these games, it has to matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, it's something that he has to adapt. You know, like when he's playing like this, he needs like a second plan. It seems that he doesn't have a second plan.
Yeah. Basically, he had an idea for the opening. The opening was solid too.
With the archers.
If he could have taken the center from Viper, I think it would have been a completely different game. But his plan failed in the center, and then the archers were good, but they didn't quite do enough. And yeah, Viper just having those Viper map hacks and just such a sick map from Viper. It's so hard to get any kind of damage done.
Yeah. I don't know. It's complicated. And now he has to do something because in the tournament he's right now 5-0. Better say 0-5. He didn't win a single game yet. 3-0 yesterday against Leo. It's true that, let's be honest, survivalists, losing against Leo and the Viper is not also to feel ashamed, right?
Yeah.
It can happen.
Matchups.
It
can
can
happen.
happen.
Matchups. Yeah.
It can really happen.
Yeah. These past 2 games have been domination by Viper, though. So, well, we'll see if Jordan can
Golden Swamp.
maybe bring it back a little bit.
Golden Swamp is the next one. Do you like that map?
I think it's a good map. I don't think it's a bad map. Now, what are we gonna see? Byzantines?
You say it's a good map. Okay, we don't cast together anymore. I don't like it, man. I mean,
No,
I'm a
I didn't say it's a
dictator,
good
you know.
map. I say it's not a bad map.
Okay, and you didn't
There's
say.
a slight nuance difference, you know.
You still didn't say that you like it, you know. You say that is, you know. But it's a lot depending on how they played. But now with these civilizations that they are playing, and we are already in the game, it's the Vikings and Byzantines. So, are we expecting them to play something else that is fires and galleys? Because I don't see any other kind of gameplay going for the middle, right?
The middle there's fish, but the fish is really bad and it's hard to defend. So honestly, like, is it really necessary to take all that fish? You have this version doesn't have all the water buffalo, so maybe it's a little bit different, right? The latter version has 1 million water buffalo. You get like 10 water buffalo.
Because remember that we start with 9 villages start. So I think
So,
they have removed because of that, you know?
yeah, it was just too many, right? So
yeah.
I mean the game is gonna play out maybe a little bit differently because of that, because you have less food on the land. And don't you normally start with like 3 rhinos as well? There's only 2 on this version. So yeah, the version difference does change things a little bit. We're seeing a pretty crazy forward dock by Jordan. I wonder what his plan is. Why is he getting the dock there, do you think, instead of closer to his base? Just better fish, I guess?
Well, the deep fish is close there. If you check, there it's 2 ponds very close, like in... yeah, very nice. It's a nice spot there with the deep fish. But the Viper got lucky that there is a deep fish very close to this one. I prefer those forward dock for a second dock, not for the first, because you want to make the dock as soon as possible, as fast as possible, no?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, the villager's super exposed out here too. So if you build the dock close to the TC, you can just send the villager back to hunt or whatever. But you know, having this villager out here is a bit of a liability for Jordan. So we'll see if Viper ends up finding that with the scout.
Okay. Well, I think they go a lot for the middle because they are thinking just in the long run, right? Like this map, and this is why I'm not a fan of this map. It's also very easy to wall. Check the Viper map again. He put a house between both woodlines and gold, berries, 2 stone even at the back. So easy to wall. So you wall, and if you get the middle, you have a safe map for booming. And if you get the middle, you also have the control of the gold center. So what the Jordan can do if that happens.
Yeah. It does show that you do need to prioritize water a lot. At least the water is like 25% of the map. It's like a pretty big part of the map. I mean, it's all in the center too. So, you know, with the center, if you can get a navy, you can push any walled player on this map because the TCs are fairly close to the middle. But yeah, obviously, if you can wall up and control the center, then it's so hard for the opponent to really do anything about that. Both players going to be up at about the same time. And, well, are we going to see a second dock from either player? Last game we saw Viper making the second dock. It looks like he's going to make a second dock here. Is Jordan going to go for a second dock? Byzantines have the faster firing fire ships, so it is kind of good to go for. And, wow, very aggressive dock by Jordan here.
Yeah, honestly, with the faster fire ships, he probably will need maybe some tower or something, because remember that the Vikings don't have fire galleys, so he will have to go galleys. And in the early game, the fire galley is gonna be better. But if you are able to mass galleys with the Vikings, then doesn't matter what fire galleys you're gonna have.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so basically, Viper's up 4 seconds faster than Jordan here because of the idle TC, and Viper is gonna just take this scout fight because of that. That's 2 hits where the Viper had the extra attack there, and well, it makes a difference. Both scouts are about the same HP, but well, that 1 HP that Viper has extra will make him win this fight. Viper's gonna have one or 6 HP here. One of the two.
Yeah, he has all the time, as you can see.
Yeah.
Now has 11-5, so 6 HP more, because he hit twice. Anyway, let's see, the guy is gonna be there. Don't know if he's gonna be able to hold. Obviously, he has a sick micro, but this is the problem now. He has 1 dog super far. The back dog is gonna be super far, and then now he's gonna try to kill the fishing ship with the fire galleys, but the Viper is just running away, and he's sending his own galleys to sneak and kill those fishing ships, and he will. Both are gonna lose the water.
Yeah, yeah,
But, I mean,
yeah.
the fish.
Both players are gonna lose the fish. Exactly. There's no way for either player to really save because the galleys are faster than the fire galleys, so you can't really catch the galleys. But then, of course, the fire galleys are still a little faster than the fish, and of course they can kill the galleys. So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting dynamic here. Jordan, he didn't have enough under the TC to keep the TC running, so he actually had to send villagers back from the wood line to the TC, which was a little bit inefficient. So I think he's just not as comfortable with these settings. Obviously, with the 9 villager start, it does change quite a lot about how you balance your economy. And yeah, Viper's still having the fishing ships alive.
Exactly,
so.
survivalist. He didn't lose. He didn't lose the fish, man. He moved it and didn't lose. He micro better. He's now going to go back. He's not attacking the other. He has now a demo.
I mean, might as well use it to save the fish, right? Maybe?
What the hell?
He just micros back the fish. Yeah.
What the hell? Well, I gotta tell you something. This game is already close to be over, man. Because...
Oh, yeah. The Viper, he does have the better position, but I do think that Byzantines is still better in the late game.
Yeah, because you love Byzantines.
Is there going to be a late game?
Exactly, man. Well, I don't know. He's taking the galleys. KD is going to lose finally now the fish, but the KD was at some point 5-0, now 5-1. And I don't know. Why he's not massive fire galleys? I have no clue either. He's not massive. He's sending 1 by 1 survivalists.
Well,
and now the mass for the Vikings is unstoppable.
Yeah, exactly. Well, unless a big demo comes out or something, but yeah. Well, the fish isn't gonna die. Oh, the pathing around the mangrove tree. Well, I guess if a flank comes in, then Jordan can maybe deal with these galleys. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit difficult here. Now, well, what are we seeing? We're seeing a market, so that means that Jordan knows that he's not gonna really be able to do too much more in the feudal age. He wants to go up to castle age, maybe make fire ships. And
but survivalist.
Potentially boom.
Viper is doing the market already too, so it might if he's using even faster, having wheelbarrow for free and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
man, just as you were saying, the market is just. If we see it every game from both players, it's kind of busted, honestly.
Yeah.
We shouldn't see it every game, but it's just the most economic way to get to Castle Age. So unfortunately,
anyway,
that's how it is.
There is nobody. I mean, only one fishing ship. They are just getting the middle control, and he uses the market faster, so he's gonna go up super quick, and that's gonna be so depressive for Jordan, like so depressive, because he's gonna have hand cart for free from minute 15, you know, which is pretty sick, and then he has the water control, so it's too difficult, man. And now Viper is just walling the map.
Yeah, he's gonna get that nice and secure. But
he's up.
Fire galleys can still do pretty good against the war galleys, especially on this map when you can flank from both sides. It's really, you can't charge straight at the war galleys because they'll just micro back. But if you can flank with, like, 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom, it can work.
But you need more than one at a time, right? You need to mass, and he has 3 galleys.
Exactly. Viper's just gonna boom again. He got a horse collar here. So, well, he sold a stone, but he'll probably buy it back or something.
Viper don't even have double B tags. No, Viper is just gonna go another dock, and seriously, just gonna take the middle, full galleys, and he's with the Vikings. Jordan is true that now he's doing the Blastmid. He's rushing the Blastmid because he didn't have the buildings. Population is similar, doing farmers as well. I mean, survival is... This map is a bad map, I'm sorry. I mean, it's a bad map, seriously.
It's, fan of these water maps in general, but...
I don't like it.
This version, I don't know.
But
maybe
we
I'm
always
not
see
high
this.
enough level.
But we always see this. I mean, we have seen the Golden Swamp pretty much, yeah. And it's always like this, you know. Tato was trying something different. He was Turks, and he played against Byzantines. Winchester, then Winchester took the water completely. And Tato tried Janissar's aggression with Light Guard, with Hazard. Didn't matter, you know, because he got all the water and then he got all the middle. And even having used the goal, Winchester also balanced the economy properly. Then he started to make camels, and controlling the middle is just so brutal. I mean, let's see. Maybe now I might be wrong, but yeah, well, Jordan don't react because he's on the way to castle, but he might be thinking like, okay, he's castle it again, and now with Botkin taking the dogs, very difficult, Mr. Survival is really difficult.
From this point, it's going to be pretty tough. And the Viper adding in longboats even, so those are going to be a lot better against fire ships. So if Jordan is going to want to make a comeback here, it's going to be probably fire ships, but the longboats will dominate those.
But why, Survival, sorry that I interrupt you. Why he's not trying to go just around and make a siege monk push?
Yeah.
Ignore this shit.
Okay. Like, yeah, it's almost looked like that was his plan. He sent the Vil to the center, and then maybe he was going to send it to the top, but it just never ended up happening. And now she went home. And, well, we'll see if Jordan just plays passive. Yeah, Jordan getting the stone for a TC. He's going to play passive again. But as you said, it's kind of hard to go aggressive on this map. So maybe in this situation, booming up to Imperial Age could be okay, because that's the third TC coming down. So honestly, like... Byzantines, if he gets a castle to secure the water, and then he gets to the faster imp, and then maybe fast fires or something, maybe he can make a timing. So
someone
could be okay.
Someone in my chat say, Viper versus ZL is the most boring thing ever. Do you agree with that? You understand why he's telling that, right? Because he knows them so well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Viper's so smart. Like, yeah, if he knows his opponent, he's gonna know what they struggle against, and he's just gonna play the strat that they struggle against. He's fairly well-rounded in that way.
Well, let's be honest. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, let's be honest, but the 3 games has been the same. He's behind to castle it, and Jordan then start to make this season to die.
Yeah, exactly. But I think this game, there's potential for this to work for Jordan, because he's not that far behind to the Castle Age.
That's true.
Viper did invest more into water, and Jordan did stop investing into water at a fairly reasonable time. The third TC's up faster. He's going to have basically more villagers. And, of course, the Byzantines' faster imp timing can be really strong. And I think Byzantine's army is better in the late game. So,
yeah.
But where are the stones? The stones are kind of bad.
Well, he can take the one on the left. He's gonna go now mine a stone, because if he mine a stone and drop a castle, then maybe he can redock all the shore area, the shoreline, and then do what you say. But we have to wait, because right now it's a full boom game, and not gonna be any battle here. I mean, forward, Jordan, forward with 2 villages. It's gonna be a monastery and a siege workshop, please. Do it, man. Buy some wood.
Yeah. He might end up going... Is he gonna go imp behind this? He has 3 TCs. I don't know. Is he gonna be able to afford this? I'm confused, actually. Maybe he just wants to take the relic? No.
I don't know. Let me just check for war. Well, he can take the relic for sure.
Yeah. But Viper has these outposts. He knows everything. Yeah. He knows how important these tournament games are, so I'm sure he saw
No. But he saw him coming? I don't know if he saw him coming. Because right now, it's double monastery. Double monastery? Isn't better a siege workshop already? Why double monastery?
You can maybe get redemption or something, but yeah. Well, 1 monastery monks is kind of really weak, I guess, to any units. If you have 2 monastery monks, the monks can kill everything, kind of. But yeah.
Now he's doing the
we're seeing
Barak.
barracks.
Okay, but Siege, man?
Yeah, I don't know. This longboat. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, Viper knows now.
Yeah, now he knows that he's there. I mean, he see the monk, so he might know. Oh, he's coming here. He might be coming here. He still doesn't know, that didn't see it. I don't know if he made the Toll Watch. We're gonna see. I am on the Viper point of view, fog of war. And, resources. Looking good for the Viper. He has 29, 29 farmers with the Vikings hand carved for a long time, you know. That's good economy. He's doing Redemption, but Viper is doing the Barak, and he's gonna make now a stable, full light caps, and that's it. And now he's there with a village doing an outpost. I don't get anything. Like, he's telling to the Viper, hey, Viper, mate, I love you, man. I'm coming.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
well, I think
seriously.
that Jordan knew that Viper kind of knew that there's something happening here because the little monk longboat situation. But yeah, the spears are going to be okay against any potential light cap. So just having a few spears can make the difference here.
Okay.
But we'll see if this aggression is coming in too late. Or
I wanted
maybe
to
it's
ask.
just to distract. And here is Redemption on the market.
But I wanted to ask, isn't it good to make these without going for the 3 TCs, and then you make the aggression much earlier, and then you add the TCs after?
Yeah, that's what I would have done, but, you know, maybe Jordan has other plans. But yeah, I think that in this game, it was okay to boom first, because Jordan wasn't too far behind. But I think if Jordan was even more far behind, then yeah, 1 TC aggression would have been better. But I think that this play from Jordan is okay in this game. Because, look, he forced the castle at home to defend, so that's not going to be a forward castle. Obviously, Viper, if he placed a forward castle, that would be a disaster for Jordan. Now Jordan is going to be able to maybe get a castle at home to take back the water. And yeah, we will be seeing Imp from Jordan. I don't think he's completely committed to this. This is just pressure.
Okay, to
Look at the
distract his
docks
opponent.
coming down. Yep.
Yeah, but the problem is that the Viper is already in almost, well, on the way to Imperial. It's true that Jordan, this is the beauty of Byzantines, you know. 3 TCs is on the way to Imperial too. He's 12 villages behind. Still, all the timing seems to be here for the Snake right now. I don't know how he's going to take those 2 Mangrels. It's true that TC seems to be bye-bye for the Viper. Okay, but with the castle there, he's well protected, and then soon he will do the +3 as well, Bruiser. And let's see, he see the dogs. Why he's not doing the Viper now more galleys? Because he's going to the middle to make a castle in the middle, and he's gonna now attack with Arbalest to his opponent, or he's gonna make a castle on his face. I wouldn't be surprised that he's doing a castle on his face, exactly. It's too important, the timing, man. And Survivalist, he's ahead almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, but like, what is this castle from Jordan? Why doesn't he just counter castle right now with all of his farmers? He can
I don't
do
know,
it.
man.
There's 3 longboats. Like, there's a few longboats, but still, this castle is so weird. Like, this positioning. Oh no.
Well, he's not doing there. He's doing even more back.
It's like even more back, but I don't know. It's not protecting any. Like, I don't think Jordan wants to push from that area. I don't know. Maybe he knows something I don't know. But anyways, War Galley upgrade coming in. So yeah, his plan is to get fast fires, but this castle in the center from Viper is going to be pretty strong here.
It's definitive castle. You know, like the game. Definitive edition, but definitive castle, in my opinion. We'll see. He's going for water now, but the Viper is going for his economy with the range units. And with the range units there, with the castle there, I mean, if he's trying to... Look at this. More galleys here. He's dancing with the village, and he's doing a good job here. He's not even microing those galleys, but still the castle is still not tapped. He's gonna have a trebuchet there. He's doing already the crossbow chemistry. He has +3. Swell. Well, let's see, guys. The population is not a big difference, you know. Well, it's 20 villages, man. Like, 20 villages is a lot, man.
Jordan knows that he needs to get chemistry out, but he didn't have a university, so he is rushing it up now. We're going to see instant chemistry once that university's up. And, yeah, Jordan not thinking about pushing with trebuchets right now. He's going to be spending his wood on, I guess, fires. Like, he is floating a little bit of wood here. We're buying wood for what? Oh, for...
But he's raiding with archers.
Upgrade, yeah.
So Bubbles is giving up. It's been a bad series. I mean, I'm sorry, but you can see on Jordan's face that he's not feeling. Yeah, it's definitely. I feel bad also because I love him. You know, But it has been a domination, a real clear domination, Mr. Survivalist.
Viper playing well and just playing his own game, just booming, and Viper always being ahead every single game, and Jordan just playing a little bit too passively for how he needed to play today. And yeah, just Viper outclassing here, just a little bit. It just looked like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what we're going to do now is just to see the interview.
Thank you very much, Dave. The Viper, 0-3 yesterday, 3-0 today. What changed?
I think just felt better today. Things went better in general. I played better, drafted better, picked my civs better. It's just everything goes better.
Talk to me as much as you can without giving away too much strategically. How different an approach it is to play against a teammate, somebody that you are that familiar with, somebody that you've gone through pick ban scenarios with and theory crafted on maps with. How much more mind games are there?
Yeah, I mean, we have trained together for weeks now already for this tournament, so we kind of know everything the other want to do. So yeah, you pick a little bit of different civs and try to prioritize differently. And I trained one matchup in particular with Taro that I thought would happen, just like right before we started with Jordan. So I was able to read him well, and yeah.
Map number 1, Chinese into Mayans. You guys were pretty much in lockstep with each other. It felt like, though, that in each trade you would come out one extra kill ahead, or while you were trading evenly with military, we would always peek back into the eco on the other side, and there's a Vil snipe from a knight or something like that. These incremental advantages that you were finding feel so much the way that you normally play, but is that specifically something that you take as an approach against somebody who has a similar style to you?
When you play against a guy that is pretty much a mirror of yourself, you have to take every single small advantage you can, right? And so you have to try and sneak a knight into the economy or something while like distracting him and take a better fight on the front and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, you try to just outperform him pretty much straight up.
What did you think of Jordan's approach here on Frigid Lake? The really early uptime.
I think it's a really good approach, and pressure was really good, but my map was just ridiculously good. Back berries, back gold. My woodlands were a little bit exposed, but still, I feel like the only reason I survived that game was because my map was just amazing.
Yeah, it was a wicked amount of pressure. Obviously, the 6 fixing ships that you kept alive, a couple massive plays where you're microing ships in to get that that conversion there while still losing the monk. But I mean, at every single point, while it was a 3-0, do you felt like it was that dominant, if you know what I mean?
No, for sure not. He really made me work for it.
Gonna let Survivalists chill,
especially
guys.
the first 2 games were super, super tough. The third one was, again, I trained that specific thing with Taro right before we started, so it was like I just tested it and it felt like it worked, so I wanted to try it against Jordan again as well, and yeah, it worked out. But yeah, the two first games were super, super tough.
Yeah,
so,
you got some flack yesterday for an early pick of the Japanese. I know that you talked about how, you know, the way that a draft plays out can even warp, you know, where that civ ends up going. Japanese into Khmer this time around. Once again, it just felt like you had all of the answers. It just felt like in every single moment you were catching with vision when Jordan wanted to make some kind of a winning play. Finding this third TC, delaying it the way that you did.
Obviously, there's a little bit of luck involved as well. But like even yesterday, I don't think Japanese was a bad pick. It was more like I felt like I didn't execute well enough. So I still think yesterday my draft was completely fine as well. But yeah, this game I feel like is mostly down to my map being too good. And I was able to do some sneaky moves and was a bit lucky in finding him at the right times. So yeah.
I just have a piece of curiosity here. This forward that Jordan placed, he had 2 villagers walk through an outpost. Did you see those 2 villagers?
I saw one villager at one point, but I didn't think he was building up like a big base. I thought it was more like, oh, I'm going to build outposts here and there just to get vision. I didn't expect him to actually do a forward pressure. So.
Yeah, we were very curious because they walked directly through those outposts, but then we didn't see you make too many moves around expecting that forward. All of that said, once again, all he could do was convert a market straight into a castle drop. Felt like a lot of resource investment that then was kind of locked on one side of the map from him.
Yeah, I mean, I was planning initially to build the first castle forward, but once his pressure came in, I realized that, okay, I can just build the fancy castle, and I had so many villas on stone anyway, so I could build a second castle forward later. Yeah, it just kind of worked out perfectly, exactly how I envisioned it.
generally, I'm curious your opinion on water meta in Age of Empires right now, because we used to have the days of just fire galley, fire galley, fire galley, fire galley. But here, with only 4 to 6 galleys, you seem to be able to deal with all of his fire galley pressure. In fact, even manage to snipe his fishing ship. Do you feel like there's a bit of a shift in just water meta overall right now in Age?
I think there's still the rock, paper, scissor, it's called. Like demos beat fires, fires beat galleys in small numbers, but galleys beat everything once they're bigger numbers. So
Right.
yeah, I think the water meta right now is the best it's ever been. A lot of people don't like water maps, in particular the big water maps, but these small ones I think are pretty cool, and you have so many different civs now with unique bonuses and unique units on the water as well that make it even more interesting. So yeah, I think the water meta is in a very good place.
So from an 0-3 to a 3-0, you're now 1-1 in set score. Feeling more, I mean, I know you never feel like you're out of it, especially after dropping one set. It's a long, Swiss bracket or Swiss group stage into a bracket. But what's the feeling right now after taking that set in terms of your likelihood of reaching that 4-1 that at the top of the day you said you're still gunning for?
Yeah, I mean, looking at the brackets right now, yeah, it's not still where I want to be. Obviously, I want to continue climbing. We'll see who I get tomorrow. But for me now, I feel even more that I want to perform well, like even more motivated. Because
Well, you owe it to Jordan.
yeah, exactly. The better I play now, the more Buchholz Jordan get as well. I mean, again, Jordan, historically, losing to me and Leary is not necessarily bad for Buchholz. So let's hope that it's the same story this time.
Without a doubt. Okay, and you will be casting a set later?
Yes.
4th set of the day?
Last match.
Last match
Jordan
of
is
the
actually
day.
going to cast now.
Yeah, Jordan's casting with me. I'm
Yeah.
about to hop right back onto the caster desk. Who are we casting? I don't
You're
remember. What's the next?
Hera Villesa.
Hera Valessa. What are you thinking there? Valessa took you down just yesterday.
Yeah, he clapped me yesterday, so he's looking pretty good. Still think Hera, I think stylistically, Hera is probably a bad match for Villesa, because they're both very meta-oriented and just about execution, and I think Hera is probably slightly better on that. But who knows, maybe Villesa has some good strategies up his sleeve, and I think it's going to be super close games nonetheless, but in the end, I probably would have to favor Hera.
3-1, 3-2.
Let's say a 3-2.
I like it. I like it. I want more 5-game series on this one. All right. Well, thank you so much, TheViper. Congratulations on a dominant scoreline here in the second set at NAC4. Looks like we're setting up for a chess match.
We are, and I will take over.
Well, guys, that's it. That has been the series. A little bit disappointed series, in my opinion, but hopefully you have enjoyed on YouTube. Well, if you are fan from TheViper, you probably will thumb up all the time. And that was the interview, amigos.